Brown's 143rd birthday. It's a birthday celebration that certainly goes down in history as one of the best. We're going to have a lot of fun. This morning, we're taking on a new topic that affects 1 in 5 people in this country, and I'm talking about IBS. Irritable bowel syndrome. It can be very painful and debilitating, often resulting in cramping, excessive gas, constipation, and bloating. Well, Dr. Marie Starling is an internal disorder specialist in the Denver Tech Center, and she's been practicing for 15 years. She's trained in chiropractic, acupuncture, and functional medicine. She's joined by one of her patients, Eric Johnson. Hi, folks.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm glad you're on. Some people will think, oh gosh, this is an embarrassing topic to talk about, but it's a serious topic to talk about.
It's a very serious issue because so many people have it. They don't know, or sometimes they don't know they have it. Frequently they do. And gastrointestinal issues are core to health. There's such a fundamental component to your health when your gastrointestinal system, which is your stomach, your small intestine, and your large intestine, when they work properly, you experience health, assuming other pieces are working as well. And when you don't, often you just don't feel well. Or you even have symptoms in the belly itself. And
you've had experience yourself with GI problems.
I actually did. So part of the discovery process that I've gone through myself is we have what's called the HLA-DQ gene, which is the celiac gene or the gluten gene in my family, and we didn't know it. And so I had a lot of issues with with loose bowels or constipation. I had fatigue and brain fog and exertional asthma and extreme allergies, and I didn't know what to do. And so that's been part of the process of me figuring this out, is actually discovering what the real cause of these things are and then putting the tools together to fix it.
Okay, before we get to the real cause, I want you to explain the symptoms of IBS, and that's different from just other GI problems.
It is, and we've said IBS today because it's such a prevalent and common issue. And IBS is the gas after you eat, the bloating after you eat, loose stool alternating with constipation. It can be cramping, and that's going to be the obvious symptoms. And then frequently, gastrointestinal issues are going to have no obvious belly symptoms. Like 70% of the people have no belly symptoms and have this.
That's crazy.
And that's actually what Eric is as well. We'll talk about later,
okay.
I know. But
before we get into Eric's question, I want you to look at the graph here and kind of explain what we're seeing, and then also tell me, it's such a common problem, what's causing it?
Well, the graph is just a picture, it looks like, of the small intestine and large intestine and gallbladder and liver, and the big red thing's the liver. So your whole system of digestion is that component. When you eat, you process your food, you eliminate it. And what can happen is you can have hidden food allergies, you can have hidden infections, you can have inflammation from some other pieces, and you can have blood sugar issues which drive allergies. So there's a lot of hidden things that can go on that cause these weird symptoms, and we don't know what to do about it. And you had another question.
Okay, the root of the problem. Why are so many people still suffering?
Got it. Well, the root of the problem is we've seen an increase in blood sugar issues which drive allergies. So we have these hidden allergies. We have 40% of the Northern European population has this gene, and it's getting turned on because we eat gluten-containing foods like wheat so frequently, and it gets turned on and starts coding for antibodies. So it actually attacks your intestines when it turns on every time you eat gluten, and that attack can last 3 days to 8 months, frequently 3 to 21 days, so it's even delayed from when it shows up.
And you have no idea you're doing this to
right.
yourself.
No, we don't.
That's craziness. But your treatment is different. It's successful. People are getting helped. What are you doing that's differently?
It's very successful. What we do is we get to the underlying root, which is going to be figuring out what people are allergic to, because often it's more than just gluten. That's just a common component to it. Figuring out what they're allergic to, seeing if they have any hidden bacterial imbalances or fungal overgrowths or hidden parasites, and getting rid of those. And we do all this naturally. It's also figuring out if they have the gluten gene, and if they do, then of course they have to stay off gluten. And so it's a simple test to figure that out. And then also, and there's some other pieces. We have to balance blood sugars.